Conveyor systems are widely used in a variety of manufacturing environments, from food packaging and bottling to automotive, printing, and pharmaceutical facilities. In fact, conveyor systems are what keep North American industries moving. Hubbell's new circuit lock motor disconnect switches, designed for use with variable frequency drives, are a must-have for today's conveyor systems. The most common means of controlling today's conveyor motors is a variable frequency drive, or VFD. These effective controllers adjust the speed, torque, direction, and horsepower of conveyor system motors for maximum flexibility, reliability, and energy savings. VFDs accomplish this by using high-performance output devices to switch power on and off at specific intervals to create an efficient, variable AC waveform. In industrial manufacturing environments, the National Electric Code, or NEC, requires all motors to have a means of disconnect within line of sight of the motor and driven equipment. This allows the motor to be easily shut down for maximum safety and to enable maintenance as needed. Hubbell circuit lock disconnect switches are UL listed as a manual motor controller and motor disconnect to meet code requirements. The switch is placed in a UL Type 4X safety enclosure and features a high visibility red handle. Using a standard disconnect switch between your VFD and motor loads has several inherent problems. VFD drive systems produce frequencies outside of the operating range of a standard switch. Interrupting and reconnecting power from the VFD to an active drive motor with a disconnect switch can potentially cause the switch contacts to weld shut. This can prevent the switch from properly and safely cutting off power, which could result in risk of injury to personnel. In addition, if a disconnect switch is turned off while the drive is operating, power will be removed from the motor. However, the drive will continue to supply power to the disconnect switch. This condition can damage the VFD output devices, causing downtime and expensive repairs. Hubbell has innovated a solution to these issues. Hubbell's improved 30-amp circuit lock motor disconnect switch for use with VFDs incorporates an early break auxiliary contact that enables VFDs to execute a coast to stop, preventing any damage to the disconnect switch and the VFD output devices. How does it work? The early break auxiliary contact in a circuit lock enclosure is wired up to the digital input of the VFD. When turning off power to a motor, the early break contact sends a signal back to the VFD when the circuit lock handle is rotated to approximately 10 to 15 degrees. The signal enables the VFD to execute a coast to stop, preventing damage to the VFD and the disconnect switch. The power contacts on the circuit lock disconnect switch don't start to open until the red handle reaches approximately 40 to 45 degrees. The delay between the signal being sent to the VFD and the contacts opening is designed to be long enough to safely disable the drive. The early break auxiliary contacts pre-installed in the circuit lock disconnect switch prevents possible problems when used with VFDs. The early break auxiliary contact device can also be purchased separately and easily installed on existing circuit lock motor disconnect switches in the field. The new circuit lock motor disconnect switch for use with VFDs from Hubbell is one of the only switches available that has been thoroughly tested to ensure maximum safety and prevent switch damage, keeping today's industrial conveyor systems moving.